Hey guys, alright, here we go. We're finishing up the Chris Watts interview. There's going to be many parts to it. Just going to do it in segments here. But we are going to hear Chris talk about the murder of Shanann here.
It was pretty much just, like, I had gotten dressed for work, and then, like, we started talking.
Did she come to you?
No, I was just right there in bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was just like, I got my blue shirt on, my jeans and everything.
You ready to go?
I was ready to go. And
Was she asleep, or did you have to wake her up to finish your conversation? Or?
I would wake her up because, like, she got home like 2 o'clock, so she pretty much out of it. But I never knew, like, if her plane got delayed. Someone always told me, like, she just, like, sat around with Nicole and just, like...
Okay, she got home at 2 o'clock. They talked. He felt her get in bed. They had sex. They both went back to sleep. He's getting up. She was sleeping. No, she was not sleeping. No way, Jose, was she sleeping.
Like, talked for a while and then came home or something. I'm not sure if that was
It was delayed.
yeah. But, yeah, when she came home and everything, but, yeah, like, I woke her up to talk to her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is that because it was just eating at your brain?
Yeah, like, I knew, like, you know, something doesn't feel right with me. So I know, like, she knew. I just knew she knew. I just felt like maybe the kids weren't going to be there when I got home that day.
What does that mean when he says that? I know he gives his reason, but his reasons really don't justify why he's saying he does not think his kids will be there.
Oh, interesting. Now, I don't mean to offend, but I have to ask, is that really the truth?
See?
Okay.
I really felt like they weren't going to be there when I got home that day.
Oh. And
Like
so,
she would take them somewhere?
No, I just felt like...
Nope, he didn't think she was going to take them. So what did he think was going to happen to them?
Either maybe I wouldn't go home, maybe they weren't going to be there, or I wouldn't be allowed in, type of thing.
I think I saw some text messages where Shanann talked about that she would take the kids to another state or something because she wouldn't be able to afford to live in Colorado or something like that. Did she say that kind of stuff to you, or
Yeah.
what did she say about that?
She said she couldn't afford to live in Colorado on her own, and that I told her, like, well, you know, drive, and she pretty much makes the same amount I do.
Yeah.
But she said she wouldn't want to try, just because, you know, Colorado just price of living there was a lot higher than North Carolina.
And just so I'm clear, you thought maybe in your mind, you thought maybe she would take the kids somewhere else, or like lock you out of the house, or
just, like, you know, I wouldn't want to make a scene, like, you know, trying, like, pound on the door, trying to get in or anything like that.
Didn't answer it.
I just felt like, you know, that was what I did on Sunday. You know, it was kind of like, or Saturday night was kind of like the last straw. Kind of like going out with somebody and using an actual bank account card and just, like, not trying to hide it at all.
So walk me through it, though, because she comes home, she touches you, you guys have sex, you fall asleep, then you wake up for work, all natural, all, you know, a normal day's work type thing.
Yeah.
What was it that made you think, I just can't do this anymore, I have to talk to her?
It was eating away at me. Like, I knew, like,
Because Nicole was there. That's why.
something, like, I knew everything that I did. Like, I know, like, when I was with Nikki, it was, you know, different. Like, I wasn't even, like, in the realm of I'm a dad, I'm a husband type thing.
Oh.
And then, like I was saying, when I'm never at home, like, sleeping in my own bed, like, I have no, like, concept of that anymore.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird that he says that? I have no concept of that anymore. Is that because he has a different personality inside of him? And then as he says that he's not even staying at his house, he doesn't feel like a dad, that's because he was having fun all summer.
So in your mind and heart, you can moved on.
Like, it kind of felt like if I wasn't at home, like, I didn't think about it almost, because, like, if I wasn't sleeping on my own, like, I think there was at one point, like, Nikki had gone to the mountains with her friends for, like, a few days, like, into June, first part of July. And then, like, you know, that part, you know, obviously I was at home. But like from that whole month of July on, it was like I was never at home. Like I never had all those reminders around me. I never had, you know, like every time my wife would call me, I would be at Nikki's house.
Oh, while she was in North Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would like.
So then I want to know why on the 4th of July he had to go home then. I want to know.
Like, you know, walk outside and talk to her, like when I was next to the car or something like that. But I would never be at home looking like have all these pictures around me, just being in the same bed, you know, seeing my kids in bed, seeing everything that you know, that we go for the last 6 years.
And so, did you just want to once and for all get it out in the open?
I just wanted to just tell her how I was feeling at that point in time. Like I didn't feel like me and her were compatible anymore. Honestly, I didn't feel like that because what was going on with Nikki, it was new. It was new.
Right, absolutely.
Anything that's new always feels better than the old.
Yes.
You were probably bitten by the love bug.
Yeah,
That's how a lot of therapists talk about it. Yeah.
It was just like I never felt that. I mean, even like with new relationships in the past, like it always feels different. Like, you know, the first couple weeks, and then, you know, but it just with someone Nikki felt different. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just like you said, like, you know, I was more in control, and like it was more of like maybe more of me coming out. Because Shanann always said like it always seemed I was more myself around other people, like, you know, her cousin Cody, like, you know, like Cody lived or came up visited us for a little bit while we were in Colorado for a little while, and Cody always talked about like how Chris is so funny. Chris is like, Shanann would always like, why are you never like that with me? I'm just like, you know, maybe I always felt nervous around you.
There's only so much oxygen in the room, right? I say this to some people with dominant personalities. Mm-hmm. You know?
I just always felt nervous. I always felt like I was, you know, I never could actually just, you know, be myself.
Then why did he marry her? I mean, I hate how bad he talks about her. It really makes me mad.
Nikki, I was myself like all the time. It was just different.
Because Nikki wanted you to think that. And at the beginning, that's what you felt like. But then Nikki's other personalities started to show, and yeah.
Well, and it seems as though, and again, it's hard to talk about, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but it also seems, is it accurate to say that sexually you were able to say, Nikki, this is what I would like, this is what I'm into, or blah, 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 and maybe not what Shanann?
She wanted what she wanted. She wanted to do it pretty much all the time. I was just like, okay, that's fine with me.
Okay.
You know, with Shanann, it was just like, kind of like, hey. Sometimes it happened, sometimes it didn't. But that wasn't the case as far as that way. It wasn't this.
Don't you think that he is living in a la-la land if he thinks that if, let's just say, him and Shanann were going to get a divorce, the kids were going to spend 50-50, him and Nikki ended up together. Do you think Nikki would be putting out 100% all the time? No. Any new relationship, that's what you do. You have sex, you love each other.
It's like sex or whatnot, but it was mainly, I would just want myself. I could, like, you know, just not think about what I was going to say or plan what I was going to say or not, you know, going to say something stupid or something. But,
Right.
A little bit of freedom. Yeah.
Can I ask you something about that morning that you had sex with Shanann? Did you feel at all like maybe you were kind of cheating on Nikki by doing that?
I felt strange. I felt like, you know, the first time I was with Nikki, I felt weird. First time, like,
Sure.
And then the last time I was with Shanann, I felt totally strange. I was like, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I had become. I felt like I had become people I see on TV, and that did not feel right with me.
Again, it's because he was possessed or oppressed.
Like, I didn't know what had happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
So Nikki even asked me, like, have you done this before? Have you go straight away? I'm like, I've never even thought about it. It's like, what's different? It's like, I guess it's just you that's different, because I've just never actually, like, I've seen girls smile at me before, never done anything about it. With her, it was just like, it's like she had a leash on me and she tugged me away. As soon as she walked, I'm like, what the heck is going on? So.
Well, and Tammy brings up a very good point. I wonder if that last time with Shanann having sex had a somewhat of a role in you thinking,
Like a trigger?
I gotta do something, I gotta say something, we gotta have a talk, something's gotta change. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I felt like it was like maybe like a trigger point or something like it's like you hit the push button on a bomb and it just blows up.
Right.
Just something in my head was just like something was urgent. Just like I had to say something.
Okay. So then exactly what did you say and what happened?
So when I woke her up and just like, hey, we just gotta talk.
Okay.
And just like I told her, I don't feel compatible. I don't feel like this is gonna work. I just, I don't wanna, like, can we cancel the trip to Aspen? She had booked a trip that week
Oh.
to go to some like mystery 4-star luxury hotel or something.
Just the two of you or the whole family?
Just me and her.
Okay.
And she had Amanda Thayer, couldn't watch the kids that weekend or something.
Okay.
And I was just like, can we cancel that? Can we like do something? Like, from what I remember, I even said, can we move to Brighton just to get away from like this house?
Oh.
But like, I'm not sure if that was like in the beginning or the end of part of the conversation or whatnot. That conversation went so many different ways. Like they had gone from like staying together to not staying together to just like all the above.
Okay. So this is half an hour, what?
Definitely not more than half an hour. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think.
Are you crying? Is she crying?
Yeah, it's back and forth. It's like, she's got, mascara. She didn't wash her face when she got home. So she had makeup on still, so mascara's running all over her and stuff like that. And yeah, it was nothing about that conversation. I just wish I could take all of it back. Just the whole Nikki thing back, everything. But
So then when did it turn?
as far as that conversation,
Did you hear that, Nicole Kessinger? He wishes he could take back ever meeting you.
just at the end when I was telling her, like, I told her I didn't love her anymore. That's when it happened.
What happened?
She told me to get off her, and then I put my hands on her.
Okay.
Did you say she said something like that you were hurting the baby or something?
That was before that, because when I was straddling her, it was kind of like around her waist type deal.
Why did you get on her like that?
I just when we got on the bed, that's just what I got on.
Is that so she would listen to you?
I felt like she could probably listen to me just laying beside her, but I got on top of her. Mm-hmm. And every time I think about it,
Huh? I don't understand his wording, his thought process, any of it really. Like when they're asking him, did you get on top of her because you thought that would make her listen? Well, I thought if I could just sit next to her, she'd listen. Like what? He got on top of her like that because they were going to hold her down and kill her.
I'm just like, did I know I was going to do that before I got on top of her? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's an interesting thought, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if you do.
Just like, no,
Because he didn't know.
everything that happened that morning, I don't know, like I try to go back in my head, I'm just like, I didn't want to do this, but I did it. And everything just kind of like,
Felt like you had to?
it just felt like it was, I don't even want to say it felt like I had to, it just felt like there was already something in my mind that was implanted that I was going to do it, and I woke up that morning and it was going to happen.
That is such a creepy statement. I feel like there was something implanted in my head. Is that creepy?
And I had no control of it.
No control.
Never thought about it before.
It was just like, I don't want, like when, like you said, like
The question is, you never thought about this before. I don't even think we get the right answer.
in the sentencing hearing, that prosecutor said it takes 2 to 4 minutes for something like that to happen. Like, why can't I just let go?
He didn't answer the question. It's because he did think about it before.
I didn't.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, just let
Was
go.
it feeling like it was in motion and you just couldn't stop it?
Yeah, it was just like, I don't even want to know what she saw when she looked back at me. Honestly,
Did you look at her? What was she doing?
she wasn't fighting.
She
She wasn't fighting because she was being held against her will.
Why do you think she wasn't fighting?
I don't know. Maybe she was praying. Maybe she was just. Now I read the Bible. It said, or the scripture says, don't forgive these people, for they do not know what they do.
Forgive these people. So is he talking about all of his personalities he's got going on inside of him? Or is he talking about the other person that was there with him at the house? Just saying.
Maybe she was saying that. I don't know what she was saying in her head, but she, like when you guys told me, like, take off your shirt and check for defensive wounds, and there wasn't going to be any. She didn't fight. I don't know why.
If she didn't could she grab your arms, or were her arms pinned down, or?
Not that I remember. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think I moved to where my knees were.
Not that I remember. I don't think so. He remembers details of unimportant things, but when they ask questions like that, he can't give an answer because he wasn't holding her down. NK was holding her arms.
Around her arms or anything, but it was just kind of like when I got on top of her, we started talking. That was it. It's kind of like in my head, or in the back of my head, that was going to happen, and just at the end of the conversation, it was just that's what happened.
Back of my head. Because it was a pre-planned event.
I just wish I could have let go.
Did it seem like it was that long, 2 to 4 minutes? How long did it seem for you?
Almost kind of felt like it was longer almost, because it felt like time was standing still. It's kind of like I just saw my life just disappearing before my eyes, but I couldn't let go. It was like somebody else, like if you picture somebody else around you, holding your hands, holding you, keep you from not letting go.
That's called possession. And I have called that from day one. Yes.
At some point there was a statement about rage. Do you feel like you were in a rage at that point?
That's the only way I can describe it, honestly. Like a snap or something. I know, I guess my attorney had said some, strangulation is more of a, passionate type thing. I'm just I don't know how that can be passionate.
It's just intimate because you're right in there.
Yeah.
Using your own hands. It's a lot different than someone standing across the room and you shooting them or something like that. So.
Yes, Christopher. You strangle someone that you have a lot of hatred for. You don't strangle someone that you're robbing.
It just felt like somebody was behind me, just
Hear that?
It's interesting to me because there was a lot of things in your life that were like that, right? Where you're just maybe felt out of control, or maybe felt I don't know why I couldn't take a step back, or, even when you said, when your buddy was let's go to the football game, you wanted to say yes, you just couldn't.
Yeah, I wanted to. I haven't been to a football game since North Carolina, so I was just yeah, sure. I wanted to say that.
Yeah.
I wanted to just text him, hey, babysitter fell through, let's go.
So, then what?
Just,
Lots of dead air time.
just after, Shanann was, I guess, once she was gone, it was just I didn't know what was going on. It's it was a traumatic, I don't know what you call it, traumatic event type, and everything, and I was shaking. I didn't know what had happened.
Was it because he was possessed?
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I had done. I still wasn't in that right state of mind. I don't think like I was in control of what I could think or what I could do at that point in time. Like most people say, like, why just call 911? When I was like, unless you're in that situation, you don't know. You don't know what you would have done. Mm-hmm. It's easy to play Monday morning quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Like I said, if somebody shoots somebody, you don't know what they was going through their mind at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you'd have done.
So what happened next?
Bella came in the room.
Is that what happened? Bella came in. What she said?
Oh,
Did she hear something? Is that what she came?
obviously, I think.
Okay. What'd you tell her?
Mommy don't feel good.
And then,
I do not believe any of this about the kids. I believe the kids were murdered at the home. I do not believe Bella came in and said that. As we go along, I'll say more.
did that happen with Bella right in that room?
Not proper.
Okay. What happened?
She walked in as, she's docking up. She was sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Did you take her back to her room?
I put Shannon in that sheet and found sight.
Okay. Then what?
See how things start to get fuzzy here? He just kind of tippy-toes around what he's going to say about this, and it's because it's not true.
Just carried her downstairs, backed my truck up.
He carried Shanann down the stairs. I know he says that he loses grip and pulls her, but dead weight he carried down the stairs.
At that point, were the girls still there? Okay. So then Shanann's in the truck. Then you went back to the house.
Got everybody back in the truck.
Was Bella first or was Cece first?
In the truck.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So Shanann was first, and then Bella.
See? He slipped.
Was Bella alive when you guys got in the truck? Oh, okay. What happened?
No, she wasn't.
I woke back up.
Okay.
What did he say? I went back up.
I said this, I don't really want to talk about this part, honestly.
Okay.
Those are my kids. This is my baby. I have to talk to them every night. Help us be honest.
Okay.
Every time I see pictures of them, I don't know how this could have happened.
Because you let Jezebel in your life, and she took everything from you.
And being a dad was the best part of my life. I took it all away.
I think that's the hardest part for us, Chris, is we see those videos, we see that love that you had for your girls. Like, it's obvious to us, and even to us, it's hard for us to understand how a dad who's given piggyback rides and, making snacks and watching princess movies and those kinds of things, how you get to that point,
I don't know. Just, like I said, it was just like something else was controlling me that day. I had no control over what I was like to fight back.
Yeah.
Again, possessed by a demon. And he did not kill his children.
Like when that prosecutor said that Bella bit her tongue, like repeatedly, I just wanted to just bang my head up against the wall.
So you put Shanann in the truck, and then you put the two girls in the truck? Were they just sitting in their car seats, or I guess they didn't probably have car seats in your truck, did they?
No, they was sitting in the back with in that bench. And
So Shanann was back there too?
she was on the floor.
What did they say about the man being on the floor?
Alright, guys, stay tuned for more. Like, subscribe, share, or don't. See ya.